Would you buy a 2020 Triumph Bonneville Bobber Black for say $3,000 or $4,000 if you thought you could sell it for $9,080? I might. In addition to the price that you might be able to sell one at, you've got two grainy photos to look at. You can see, okay, so it looks a bit dirty. It's lent up against a car, which is not included. Looks like there's a piece of baling wire there. And this number plate, which I've greyed out, faces upwards, which isn't quite right. But it's got a seat, it's got an engine, it's got handles. Let's see what other photos we've got. Ah, look. You see this part here on the back wheel, the mudguard, fender, whatever you want to call it, looks like it's broken and it's underneath the wheel, so that should be further round to the left. Looks like there's a bit of a scuff on the seat, maybe a bit of paint missing on the tank behind the handlebar. Very artfully taken photo. Yeah, that looks a bit bent. That looks a bit bent. It certainly doesn't look like the shiny ones in the photographs that you see, but overall it looks very much like a motorcycle. It really doesn't cost me anything to do due diligence. I might as well do some of that. I've pasted the VIN number in here and VIN history check vehicle history.free, whatever it's called. It's told me that it is in fact a 2020 Triumph Bonneville with no auctions and incidents. Does have some detailed vehicle history. And the only vehicle history it has is it was made in 2020, so it's looking pretty sound, right? Let's have a look and see if it's been inspected, see if we can find out whether the owners kept the inspection up to date. Let's have a look. I'm on a due diligence roll now, pasted the VIN in, and Texas records past inspections. This is bought in Texas, so let's have a look. And it has miles of 3 on the 23rd of September 2020, so it can't have been all that far, can it? It's looking good. It passed its emissions test, or it passed its inspection, and it's the Bobber Black model, the BLK, which is more valuable than the regular Bonneville and looks better even though mine is blue. So it's all looking good. Would you buy this bike from auction? So I in fact did buy this, and I was obviously in a jovial mood because I bid $3,606 for a motorcycle. It's only when I bought it like a year and a half old or something. No keys, but that can be fixed, right? So let's go and see what it looks like. So yesterday I won an auction and I'm excited. That little part of you that you're almost at the place where you're going to pick it up and you don't know what it's going to be like. I didn't preview this thing that I'm trying to pick up today. I've only seen 2 photos of it. Blurry photos. It could be an absolute dog. It could be a diamond in the rough. It could be a turd in the sewer. So the least salubrious areas of anywhere are where the impound lots are. So here we are, the misnamed Eden Drive. So the initial impressions of this thing that I bought without looking at an auction were you can't win them all. I mean, I won this one in terms of I beat someone else who was bidding on it, 2 other people who were bidding on it. This one looks like it's been through a farm, so it's in 2020 and it's started 2022 now. We don't know the mileage because there's no key. It looks like it's been dragged through a field. Some kind of angry fluid here happened. Oh my gosh, look at this. Someone has done something here and made their own gasket with cork from a bathroom. Yeah, it's got some steampunk look to it. Oh, the pipes look like they've been made by someone. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks like someone else has bought this for an auction when it's been destroyed. Spent £3.50 on bits of tin to fix it up, and has then crashed it in a field again and abandoned it
in a good way. I mean, so yeah, it's got a license plate on it. Is this really a 2020? I mean, is this kind of held together with bits of baling wire? Oh, there's something living in this bit. So yeah, you'd struggle to put your feet there. This bit's kind of had a little bit of road rash. The chain guard looks like it's upside down. There's bits of the field here. What happened to this tank? I mean, it's parallel twin. We know that. This bit has really taken some grinding, as is the rear brake. I mean, just what? I don't know how it could have got so oily unless that's a look or something. Steering lock thankfully off. So I managed to load it onto this trailer with a run and a slight push from a lady who worked behind the desk. More fluids here. Yeah, when I kind of was bidding on this, I thought, this is like a $10,000 bike, $11,000 bike. Now I'm thinking it's more like I guess that's where the mirror used to be. I wonder whether the forks are bent. I'm sure that's an easy thing to... And I guess I could jump up and down on it in a minute and see. I think it would be interesting to see whether... Well, even that's got a bit of road rash on it. This... It's like the person, if someone has had this in 2020, it's like they've ridden it 24 hours a day in a field. So I'm kind of curious whether it has a battery and I'm kind of curious whether this is on mangled too. I don't know if what's missing here? It's got a bungee holding something that was holding something up. I guess it doesn't have a center stand, I don't know. And I liked that when I got it, this mudguard was just flapping free. It was actually underneath the wheel, so I couldn't turn it, but I managed to get that over. The tyres, are the wheels straight? Hard to say. Brake discs straight, hard to say. Yeah. Well, you can't win them all. And the ones you do win, sometimes you think, maybe I should have looked at it first. For the bob, if it's a bobber, it has a small front wheel. I think that's how it works. So this is the Harley Davidson tyre, which is a weird thing. So it's 130 16. So this is a 16-inch front wheel, which I think makes it a bobber, or bobbins more like. Let me just see if my strapping will keep it in place for the journey. Oh my gosh, what is that? It's just water on the... Okay. One careful aquatic owner. Yeah, so there's a few little bits and pieces that need doing to it. I guess I'll get friendly with eBay, or I might put another strap over it to keep it on the bike. I think it's time for me to meditate, think about what I've done.
Hit subscribe and I will share more videos of me bringing this Triumph Bonneville Black back to some of its former glory.